Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you to Skatebird. Following our stint as a mischievous cat and a frankly awful goose, I thought it might be time to be a helpful animal for a change. So we are going to try being Skatebirds. So let's press any button to get skating. Oh, we got options. Your mixtape. And select your soundtrack. That's pretty cool. Right, so what controls have we got? The Ollie button also triggers flip tricks. Ollie also grinds. I guess we don't need those. Holding Ollie down pushes you forward. Yeah, that all seems fine. Game speed, that's an interesting option. So you can make the game easier on yourself by turning the speed down. That's pretty cool. Balancing enabled. I guess that's for grinds and whatnot. Removes the timer from missions. They just go until they're done. We'll keep it standard for now, I think. Just for fun. Happy Birds. Fixed sort of cameras. Dude the Burb. Burb level instead makes birds pretend to be skaters. What does that mean? Controls how Burb the dialogue is. So I guess the dialogue could either be Burb or skater or normal. Heck with it. Let's just begin our adventure and see what's what. Create a Burb. Ooh. What species do we want to be? Ooh, we could be a raven. I mean, we've got so many options here. Look at this. Tiny Hawk. Tiny Hawk's Pro Skater. We've got to, haven't we? Now, what are we wearing on our head? The mohawk's pretty cool. Cool, we won't change too much. Some of the options involve things that just seem to clip through the bird, so we won't worry about them. Now, mission givers. Gold dots are main missions, blue dots are side missions. Do enough missions, and then we can move on. And then we got other parks. Cool. How to skate? Do we need the tutorial? Pet the bird. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Who wants a little scritch? Oh. Do you want a little boop? Little boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. And more scritches. Oh, he's loving it. Place the hand such that the bird moves slowly, leaning into the scritch or boop. They get angry, jerk away or flap their wings. You're being too rough. Move the hand gently as though you were petting or stroking. So it's actually telling you how to pet a bird in case you get one of your own one day. That's nice. That's a really cool little feature. I like that. Anyway, let's skate. Okay, so we got ollies. We got flip tricks. We might have bailed. Got grab tricks on... Let's see. Yep, tail grabs. Cool. We've got lip tricks. So the controls seem pretty Tony Hawk, as you might expect. Can we just grind on this? Yeah, we can. Then we can do all sorts of fancy combos. Excellent. Now, where are we going? Can't go up there? No, it's not a ramp. We're just going to roll around like this for a bit. That's fine. And we can set a reset point by pressing down on the D-pad, so that's cool. Cool. Back to the reset point, because I'm sure I saw some magazines up there that looked fun. Let's see. Look like Thrasher. But of course it's Thrasher. Of course it is. Bloody hell. Fantastic. Whee. Cool, so let's go find ourselves some friends if we can. Find ourselves some missions. What's over here? Can we just... Oh, we did some sort of flip. Not quite sure how we managed that. There was a dude near where we started, but I think I've lost that point. So we'll just skate around for a smidge. Doesn't seem to be anyone down here though. Okay, there was that person I saw perhaps, or maybe you're a different one. It begins. Do an ollie, do a flip trick. I'm finally gonna do it. No! I'm gonna press the ollie button. In my mind. That's how skating works. Cool. Whoopah! We did an ollie, but we didn't do a flip. There we go. Wow, you got so much better. Remember when you first tried to do ollies and you just faceplant into the floor? Heck yeah, I do. It hurt. A lot. It's a shame Big Friend isn't around to see us now. Say, what if we could make it so they could be around to see us? What do you mean? Since Big Friend isn't around, we have a chance to change some things around here. We'll clean up the room, make it a place they want to hang out again. Heck yeah. Cool, so we're going to get a mission to clean up the room. Where do we get said mission? Do we get it from friend Jody again? No, they've wandered off. Oh no, there they are. Do you have a second mission for us, friend? Find Big Friend's charger. Right, so there's a compass. Is that it? Looks like it might be, but we don't have the speed. Am I missing something in terms of how we get more speed up? Oh, can we do like a double jump? Maybe. So, let's see. Yeah, we can. Cool. Friend charger is found. Now, where's Jody gone? Perhaps over this way somewhere. This music's chill. I might have to get the soundtrack at some point. Just a smidgy little nose grab. Nothing major. Transition? From one bit to the other? Oh! Of course, we can flap our wings because we're a bloody bird. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, no wall ride there. Maybe I just botched it. Now, who are you? We're changing some things around here for our big friend, starting with this mess. I thought you'd never ask. I can't wait. No, seriously. I thought you would never ask. Why did it take so long to ask? You had me use a soiled pizza box as a ramp. Clearly I've made a series of mistakes. So we got to grind some balls. That didn't work. That, again, hasn't worked. And now we are fanning around. Also, we've got to collect some crushed cans. We can do that. And once again, we botched the grind. Maybe I need to... Yeah, I probably need to like double tap. I'm holding down Ollie and then releasing it to jump. But maybe I don't need to. Cool, we're making progress. Didn't mean to grind that one again, and that's fine. Oops, overshot that, and bailed. I'll get used to it. Hey! I'm so sorry we didn't think to clean this up sooner, Matt. It's alright. I'm sure Big Friend would have done it themselves if they had the energy. Do you think they'll play with us again when we're finished? There's only one way to find out. Cool. So yeah, Big Friend. Not really feeling it at the moment. Needs a bit of motivation to get back into the spirit of things. And that's why we're here. To help them out. What's this up here? Is it anything? Maybe not. Either way, who are you? Rex Heronson. Have you considered that our big friend enjoys the mess? Unbridled filth has a certain charm. The more I think about it, They almost seem more sad to get home than to leave. Well, they already look pretty miserable when they go to work, so that's saying something. Pressing the grind button in your mind when you reach the edge of a ramp, you'll stall. Press it right then, or start holding it down as you roll up, whatever's easiest in your mind. Stall below these cups to knock them off the ramp so we can roll them into the trash. Cool. So we know how to do stalls. This is pretty straightforward. Oh, I wasn't even sure we'd get that one, but that's fine. It forgave us. Yeah, lip tricks, no problem, it seems. Oh. Although we did muff that one. Now, let's come around here. Lovely. So, how many we got? One more. Cup's cleaned. What do you think we should do next? Yeah, it's really starting to get musty in here. It isn't just my collection of artisanal dirt. We should get that window open next. Fresh air can do wonders for one's mood. So let's get that window open. That window? How are we going to do that? Are we going to have to grind it? Also, I see a cassette tape, which might unlock some more soundtrack for us. So, let's just... How do we jump through? Because normally we just hold up in a Tony Hawk game and we would go whoop, and that would jump us through the top of the quarter pipe and out the other side. But it doesn't seem to want to work here, so maybe we have to grind and then jump off. Yeah, that'll do it. Although that did it too well and we missed the cassette tape. If I may get another excuse, and I'm not used to playing skating games with an Xbox control pad. All of my skating back in the day was on a DualShock on the PS3. So, yeah. The analog sticks are in the wrong place. But it's fine. We'll get there. Well, this is tricky. Hey, there we go. This is more like it. Yes, yes, I'm digging this already. Can't be skating without a bit of punk. Oh, it's got lyrics and such. Well, that's kind of awkward because that gets in the way of my top tier commentary. But we'll let it play for now. Now, what if we... Oops. Press the wrong button again. Okay, we set a reset point up here. That might be helpful. Now. Whoop, missed the chair. Ah, I've moved the bloody reset point again. Why do I keep pressing it the wrong way round? Life is a mystery. Okay, let's us... Oh, we've got a friend over there. Let's set a reset point here. Good. Now let's stop fanning around with the camera if we can. Hello, friend. Do you remember when I told you about human skaters? I believe you said they're big old chumps and easily suplexed. Okay, I did say both of those things, but do you remember why I said them? It's because they can only ollie once. You're a bird, you can fly. Now get that window open. Okay, ollie and then ollie. Collect 4 plastic forks. We can do that perhaps. Cool. Plastic fork the third. Oh, missed it. Okey doke. We'll get it. Lovely. Now, where's the fourth? I guess I think I saw that one over here somewhere. So. Oh, have we gone over it? No. You did it! Wow! There's an entire world out there. No matter how much we clean to make this room, Big Friend still has to deal with everything out there. How are we supposed to help Big Friend when the job is so much bigger than we thought? Well, take a look. There's a whole window full of potential compasses. You mean new friends? I said what I said. More friends. More voices that I'm going to have to try and remember. They said it couldn't be done. They said that no one could do 2 grinds in a row. I don't know who they are, but if you can prove them wrong, you will be a legend. Hit the burly benches gap. We can potentially do that. Camera, behave yourself, please. Now, oh, that gap, is it? Okay. Right, that could be tricky. Now, which button is it to go back to my spawn point? There it is. So, we need to line it up. And then down will set our reset point, or will it not because we're on a mission? Yeah, we didn't keep it going. Nice and slow will do it, perhaps. Yeah, but then it kind of falls off when we hit the second bench, so I need to be like hitting the middle benches. That was it. I went from one bench to the next. There we go. Behold, the Grinder. That is the worst possible name. The Grind Lord speaks and I obey. Oh. Oh no. Cool. Another mission complete. Now, is that friends? It was. Get 9,000 points. We can do that, right? Oops. We could if the cameras would play nice. It seems to not want to. So. Can't do any different types of trick off this. Just can't transition from one to the next, it seems. Now, maybe we can fly. And then we can do all sorts of fancy combos like so. That was a pretty cool gap. Oops. So, there's gaps around that will get us more points. Come on, camera, sort your life out. That's a gap, I feel. Oh, come on now. We are not scoring many points. There's no wall plant at the end of that. Very well. I need to get used to the whole flying mechanic for a start. But let's... Oh, come on. How did that fail? I was trying to do a flip and then back into a different grind. Need the camera to lower itself a bit. There we go. I feel like that is definitely a thing. The way it's spinning like that. Run out of time. So you just immediately fail when you run out of time. You don't get to finish the combo. That's good to know. Big points for the old nose stall. Oops. We biffed our head. Very well. Now, crook grind is a complicated one, so I think that was down, left, and grind. that got us some pointage. Is it asking for 9,000 in a single combo? Is that what it's doing? No, it's not. It's adding up the points, but it's just taking a while to add them on, I think. Or is it adding them on? I'm not sure what it's doing points-wise, because I landed a combo, and I'm still only on 2,370. Comboing stuff together is definitely the order of the day. Oh, we can stall on that, can we? That's kind of cool. Oh, and it is allowing the combo to continue, it seems. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Is that enough? What do you mean you ran out of time? That was like 6,000 points on top of my 3,000. Pete's egg. Yeah, these controls are a bit awkward, it seems. Right. Big points there. That's good. And then we bailed. Okay. Now we're trapped. Can we teleport back to somewhere cool? We can. And then let's go for this. Oh, missed it. So maybe it's not all in one combo that counts. It's until the fancy meter runs out. And then when the fancy meter runs out, that's when your points get tallied up. Oh, come on, we landed that. So yeah, so if you botch at any point, you lose the points. So if you land one combo successfully, but then you botch the second and the fancy meter hadn't yet run out, it seems like it does cost you all of the points. So we want to keep that meter going. And then this should do it. Close to time, but that's more than enough points, so we just need the meter to wrap up. Hey, we did it. This is trickier than it looks. Oh wait a minute, does that just say scream? Scram. Cool, we can scram when we are doing a grind, or just in general. Yeah, we just scram. Lovely. Now, where's our next location for missions? There's one. Who are you? You birds are trying to help your big friend. You ready for some seed capital? What's seed capital? Collect the letters, kid. I'm talking about the most important thing in the world. Money. Well, we got the E. Ah, there's the M. Which we missed. I guess because I wasn't flapping my little wings high enough, perhaps. Oops, then we bounced off the ceiling. Which leaves the O. So, what do you say? Will a crisp $5 bill get you started? I'm not really sure $5 is going to help our big friend. Everyone needs money. If you don't need money, why, that's when you need it more than ever. Hurry up and take my seed money. I'm a bird on a skateboard, Vincey. Very well. I do like the dialogues in this game. It's jolly good fun. Now, who are you? Your big friend doesn't even have time to make their bed? It's been a hard time. Okay, well, one of the most important forces in all of nature is buoyancy. If you attach balloons to the corners of the blanket and do a long manual trick, it'll give them a static charge. And the bed will make itself? Exactly. These are pretty much the same voice, but that's fine. Now. Okay, so we can do manuals. Reach the target spot. Attach 4 balloons to the blanket. So, we attach one there. We attach one here somewhere. Yes, we do. And then are the other 2 up top, perhaps? Looks like it. So we'll go up our little pizza ramp. Oops. Well, I see one over here, so it'll attach that one. And then we will accidentally press up and send ourselves back down here. So, let's attach that 4th one. Which was where exactly? So we've got to jump on the blanket, I guess. Camera's really not helping again with its top-down view. Now we've fallen again. Okay. Where are we looking? There. Okay. So we're probably going to run out of time just because it's taken forever to find the spot. How's one supposed to reach that spot? Do we just... No, we don't just... Oh, there we go. We got it, apparently. Now, do a manual 3 times. Lovely. Just in time. I just changed a huge bed with a few balloons. Science is magic. Yes, yes it is. I'm already running out of voices for all these birds. It's only going to get worse on later levels. It's only going to get worse when I come back to this game to play it again in a week or 2, and I've completely forgotten exactly what voices everyone had been given. I might remember Vince. Burly voice is something we can remember. There's someone. You're new. Now, is it down to set point? Good. Wow, it was hard fitting my muscles through your window. We're working on that. Well, if it would help, I'm a personal trainer. Want a quick boot camp? Actually, that would be great. Get ready to sweat and think muscle thoughts. Cool, reach the target spot. Is that down here, or is it upstairs? It's upstairs, I think. Do grab tricks. I don't seem to be able to just ride up that bit of ramp. That's probably because it doesn't go anywhere. So, let's go this way instead. Now, grab tricks. Does that count? Good. Oh, we unlocked a new skateboard. Cool. That was an accident. Now, spot number 2. Makes it easier to do grab tricks if we do the old flap. And this shouldn't be too bad, although we're kind of stuck. Little nose grab. I feel so powerful. That's great. If feeding lasts more than 10 minutes, you have more self-esteem than I've ever been able to muster. Good luck. Thanks, Charisse. You swole old owl. That's a tricky thing to say. I mean, everything's a tricky thing to say when you're also trying to play a game as a skateboarding bird. Now, can we... Oh, can we turn around and get back up here? No, I don't think we can. We've biffed it. I want to know if we can drop down into that basketball hoop. into the laundry basket. It feels like a thing that we should be able to do as a skatebird. Oh, and he's only nailed it first time, kinda. Chad Shakespeare. Oh, God. You birds are sensational. Do you mind if I take some footage of your work? Not at all. Anything to spread the word about Big Friend. Is there something special you'd like us to do? I'd love to see you pull off some sweet transfers. If you're going fast enough, you can press the transfer button in your mind after catching air off a ramp. It'll let you get to ramps on the other side of where you are. Transfer to higher areas. Super powerful technique. Come to think of it, you could use the power of transfers to crush some plastic cups. Sound good? Sounds great. So transfer through and crush 4 cups. So transfer is RB. Cool. That seems doable. Now, up and down and transfer. Kind of botched that one, but not quite. We did it well enough. That was fantastic. My channel is going to love this. Thanks for letting me capture it. Hopefully, this will pull you in the attention you need for your quest. I knew it was important, but I didn't think us trying to help our big friend counted as a quest. Oh no, that's definitely a quest. Cool. We're officially on a quest. This is good to know. Who are you? Collect the letters. Skate. Gosh. We like collecting skate. I've collected many a skate in my time. Although, usually with better controls than this. Well, is it the controls or is it just me getting used to them still? It feels like it's a bit more unwieldy than your average pro skater, but maybe that's just because I'm still getting the hang of it. I also don't seem to be able to get speed up as much as the game seems to think I should, because it feels like I should be able to transition there and get all of those at once. Now I've got 2, but that was... I guess it's because I'm not flapping as much as I should be. Ooh, transferred and missed that one. I'm sure it'll come to me. And another mission complete. How much more do we have to do before we unlock something new? That's a question. You guys are still hanging out. Oh, there was a mission. Rex mentioned that Big Friend looks miserable when they go to work. Maybe we can fix that next. You mean by going outside? I bail enough in here. If I take the skateboard outside, who knows what could happen? You don't have to be scared. You just have to make sure you know how to get back to a safe place if something goes wrong. Set reset 1 time. Down. Fall off the table. Oops. We failed to fall off the table. There we go. Scram at the floor 10 times. Is this counting? Doesn't seem to be. We're also just bouncing at this point. So let's just reset 3 times. Scream at the floor 10 times. There we go, we had to do them in sequence. So, you did something physical to help you remember something complicated? Yep, if I flap a bunch in one place, it's way easier for me to come back to it later. As long as I'm not on a mission for someone, I guess. It's hard to juggle that many details in my head at once. That is so cool. You're right, Jody. We can do more for our big friend than clean up a room. Let's get outside. Land on the chair. And then... Oh, come on, we've got outside. Is that not what we have to do right now? Do we have to do a quest for it, or... Or what? Yeah, we're definitely not allowed outside, it seems. So maybe there's another quest that we have to do. Is that a friend? Yes, it is. Who are you? Collect 8 snacks. Okay. We can potentially do that. Especially if we don't have to score any points in the process. Although you could probably get them all in one long combo if you're actually any good at being a skate verb. Missed that one. Need a bit of flapping, I think. Oh, come on. I don't even want that one. It's a pretzel. Blur. But we'll take it. I guess Burb Friend does want it. Yeah. Next one is over this way, actually. There it is. On some copies of Thresher magazine. Wonder who those skaters are. Are they like real skaters or are they like the devs? Questions abound. And up we go. Oh, we did get some height there. Nice. Maybe then. Maybe, just maybe. No, we still haven't got enough to get up that high. Oh well. Now, what do you acquire? Chaser. You want to make something happen? You want your actions to have a result? As a general rule, yes. And you need to make friends with the God of Speed. A gnarly offering must be made. Inflame. I was hoping you had a self-help book to recommend. Find a way up to that laundry basket and dunk yourself. Oh, cool. We've done that already. Alright. Ugh. Although. Dunk yourself and do a scram. Well, we did the scram. Now. We can just... Yep. If we could just get back on the board. And... You set the hoop on fire. I believe I was clear that the offering must be made in flame. It's a flame offering. My life flashed in front of my eyes, Chaser. If it helps, the God of Speed approves. Very good. Well done, Chaser. You terrible wretch. I look forward to more death-defying stunts from you in the future, perhaps. But now, how do we get outside? I guess we don't go out the door. You would think we go out of the window that we've opened and held open with our forks. Oh, it's you again. I've lived a long and full life before I met Big Friend. I travelled nations, watched empires rise and fall, memorised thousands of karaoke songs. I'm allegedly connected to the theft of millions of dollars worth of jewellery stored in a London auction house. And because I'm now old, and the law is full of ageist suckers, no one will suspect my prior involvement. Do I want to know what you're building up to? Like, legally? You're about to go on a grand adventure I regret not starting myself. It's time to finish cleaning this room. Manual on 5 stains. Is that a stain? Oh no, those stank clouds. Cool. Now, a couple over here. Manual seem nice and easy, nice and generous. Now, transfer through 3 stinky clouds. We transfer through... there? No. Oh, we've only got 5 manuals, but there's a stinky cloud. Why did that not manual? It's because I pressed trigger instead of... bumper. Good. Now... we need to transfer through some more. We need to do grab tricks on some more. Oops. That's going to bail us, surely. No? So, we'll transfer through there. And grab trick in front of 5 walls, smudges we've still not done. So, There we go. Now we just need to manual on another floor stain. Easy. I'm going to make a few calls. You're ready, and I'm proud of you, both of you. I'm going to cry, Balula. Save your tears for defusing a high-tech security system. You've got this. Have we got this? Can we now go outside? I don't know, because the game doesn't make it clear exactly what needs to be done at any given moment. Seagull? Hey, fellow skaters. My friend Anthony saw your video and said you might need my help. Anthony? Do you mean Anthony Hawk? Oh, you know him? I told you I'd make some calls. Balula, your power scares me and I love you. I understand you're trying to help your big friend. It's a worthy cause. If you bring me directions, I'll fly you to your big friend's office. Cool, so we need to find some weird brochures. There's one. Now, we also need to find the work documents and the fancy GPS. Well, there's one on the laptop, which we missed. Oops. Cool. So I guess this is just go everywhere, test your knowledge. Oh, we found some more clothing. And there's definitely a thing in here that we're going to just keep missing, I feel. Yep. Need to play it patient. Line it up. Can we get it by jumping off into the side? No. Let's just go slow then. There we go. Now, back up the ramp. I said back up the ramp, you silly bird. Honestly, what is wrong with this bird? It's definitely not the big friend that's controlling said bird that's the problem. Oop. Cool. Now our next destination might be over there. That's cool. We're on the ramp. That's where I wanted to be. There's another GPS thing, so how do we get that one? Where did it go exactly? I saw it. Or did I? No, it's just a red thing. Very well. Oops. And then weird brochure. There, good. I know this address. It's an outsourcing division for a big finance company. Classic converted building downtown. And the pay on these bank statements is awful. If that wasn't bad enough, seems your big friend is working a ton of unpaid overtime. Your big friend's job sucks, huh? I really think it might. That's why it's so important that we find a way to help them. Oh wait, that was Burb. Say no more. Big city, here we come. And here we are. We have arrived on the rooftop. And we will explore said rooftop next time. I'm having fun here. Our little friend Tiny Hawk is pretty cool, all told. The game's pretty cool. I'm inevitably going to forget half the voices for next time, and most of them sound the same anyway. But if that doesn't bother you, then I'll see you next week. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.